Dandadan is nuts. Quite literally. And if you've not heard of it yet, trust me, you will. At least in a few months, cause the anime, produced by Science Saru, is going to be released in October, and it's gonna break the internet. Okay, I know that it's going to break the internet thing is used by all creators to create engagement and so on, but Dandadan is so crazy that you won't be able to stay away from it. But since many of you might still not know about the manga, I guess it's time I give you a brief introduction about it. Dandadan is a manga written by Yoshinobu Tatsu and serialized on Jump Plus. It's the story of Okarun and Momo, two kids that are polar opposites. She's kind of popular, good looking, apparently sure of herself, while he just seems the typical nerd. What they have in common is an obsession with the supernatural and the occult, since Momo believes in ghosts and our boy believes in aliens. And both these entities turn out to be real by the end of the first chapter, and from there on, it's history. They challenge each other to demonstrate the existence of what they believe in, and they find themselves into real trouble. Momo's almost by the Serpo, and Okarun gets something very important stolen by the Turbo Granny. Momo frees herself from the Serpos, thanks to her inherited psychic abilities. She's always repressed them, because the ways her grandma tried to teach her how to release her chakra only ended up making her feel uncomfortable around other kids that started mocking her. But Serpo's psychic waves somehow opened her chakra for good, unleashing her powers. On the other end, Okarun, cursed by the Turbo Granny that possessing him granted him incredible physical abilities, rushes to rescue her. He's always been ignored and felt isolated, and Momo is his first friend. And while all of this emotional stuff happens, the dialogues are as unhinged as ever, and the contrast between the two things makes it even funnier. Anyway, in the next few chapters, while they try to come up with a way of taking back Okarun's they make their way to Momo's grandma's house, just to be attacked by an alien monster. Okarun saves the day, and then loses control of the Turbo Granny's powers. And here Momo's grandma arrives. Yeah, she's not your typical grandma. To cut it short, they make their way back to the tunnel, since they understood that to save Okarun's precious, they need to instigate the grandma to challenge them. Okarun and Momo beat her at their own game, but now they're fighting a crab, with a back that looks really familiar. Anyway, they make it out alive once again, but it turns out Okarun this time around has lost his balls. Yeah, big fiction. I guess you get it now. The thing is, unhinged as f***, but it doesn't take itself seriously, and that's the best thing. So the Turbo Granny turns out not to be real dead, and now she lives in a Maneki Neko, the lucky cat, because beating the crap out of Okarun, Momo's grandma split the two of them, but Okarun keeps his powers, and thus the story can go on. Then new characters get introduced, starting from Momo's grandma, then Ira and Gigi, Bamura, Kinta and so on. And the narrative settings become something similar to Witch Watch throughout the chapters. Most of the cast living under the same roof, two main characters sharing an unconfessed romance they can't really seem to put together, funny and awkward situations and so on. But at the same time, what makes Dandadan stand out so much is its craziness. Yoshinobu Tatsu had worked as an assistant for Fujimoto on Fire Punch, and I guess that the influence of Fujimoto's style and production can be pretty much recognized in Dandadan. Without even knowing about this specific thing in the early stages of reading it, one of the first things that came to my mind was, this is even crazier than Chainsaw Man. But in my opinion, it fits perfectly, or maybe it's even one of the reasons I like it so much. It's pure Japanese comedy with its absurdities and exaggerations. Godzilla and Gundam fighting in the city, a school skeleton with a crush, a cow transported by an alien ship, that guy, a fight with Mozart and Beethoven and much more. And all of this is paired with amazing panels, an outstanding and recognizable art style and so on. And it keeps a sort of slice of life dynamic alive as the story progresses, since the kids all go to school and at least apparently live a normal life, and even those who don't seem to get along in the first place, like Okarun and Gigi, find themselves sharing interests and becoming bros. But the thing that impresses me the most is how most of the time you wouldn't even know how to tell what Dandadan is really about. But the manga just never disappoints with how invested you become with the characters, the consistently beautiful art style, and the impressively well managed action sequences. And that's precisely why I can't really wait for the anime to drop, cause trust me, not only it's gonna be a banger, but it's also gonna make the manga skyrocket in popularity, and for not being adapted yet, it's already pretty popular, so I can't even imagine what new heights it can reach. I guess only time will tell. And with that, the video is done. Hope you liked it. And if that's the case, drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Costs you nothing and helps a lot. See you soon, guys.